Hey everyone, it is October 5th, 2020, and things are pretty busy here at the farm. We've actually just added a new piece of equipment that I think will increase our capabilities for animal husbandry. I'll show that to you, but first, let me take care of some chicken stuff. Hey ladies, how we doing? Pooping a lot? Good. So even though these chickens are very happy out here, they're also very congested. Their days of being crammed into this little 2-foot by 4-foot tractor aren't going to last very much longer. That's where this thing comes in. Meet the Premier1 48-inch high poultry net. I think Poultry Plus net. I forget the exact terminology, but it's electric and it will keep the chickens in and predators out. It's 164 feet long and it came with 4 of these little corner posts, although I bought 2 more just to be on the safe side. Now, just how long exactly is 164 feet? Let's find out. When I started filming this, I thought I'd have enough room to make it to that far stand of trees, but I didn't have enough room. So I think you get the picture. It's a lot of fence. Now, if you're thinking of making a square paddock, which is what I'll probably end up doing, that gives you, 41 feet on each side, which is plenty of room, I think, for 12 chickens. But one of the things I'm going to have to think about is where I set it up. Now, the chickens aren't big enough to go inside of the fence just yet. They're still too small. I'd say they need another 3 or 4 weeks of growing before they're big enough to fit inside. They could probably slip through the little holes on the bottom part of the fence. Now, even though it's electrified and I do have the battery for it, it's a solar panel battery, they could still slip through and probably get injured. So I do want to wait till they're a little bit bigger. But in the meantime, I am going to set the fence up. And so one of the places that I'm thinking about setting it up is somewhere that's fairly close to the house so I can see them. I can look out on them and make sure everyone's okay and there aren't any chicken hawks diving in to eat them. The first place I'm thinking about is immediately to the, I guess this is the east of the house right here, this east lawn, because it is close to the lawn and it does provide quite a bit of cover with these trees to kind of protect them from the roving eyes of airborne predators. Even though there's an electrified fence, those hawks and whatnot can jump right in if they need to. So I think this might be a good contender for their first paddock. The next place I thought about is this north lawn, directly in front of the house and before our north woods. We'd still be able to see them from the mudroom and the kitchen. And they still do have a little bit of aerial protection with some of these trees. The third option that I'm thinking about here is this west lawn, which is nice and big. It would be very easy to set up a square paddock out here and push their little chickshaw out here, their coop. But it doesn't have much in terms of aerial cover. They'd just be out in the open. And once the chickens move out of the shed, they're gonna live in this coop. As you can see, I've made some progress on it, but not as far along as I'd like to be. But this is what they're going to travel around in. It's gonna have wheels. It's the Justin Rhodes Mini-Me Chickshaw. And I'm gonna push this and encircle this with their fence. And this is where they're gonna live. So that's the update for October 5th. By the next video, I will have picked out a spot to put the net up and hopefully done a little bit more work on the coop. Like I was saying earlier, I think the girls have few weeks until they're ready to be put out into the coop. So hopefully by the time they're ready, everything will be set up for them and it will be an easy transition, an easy move. In the meantime, I'm gonna enjoy as fall kind of takes over, the weather gets cooler, the leaves start to turn and fall, and more work gets done. Until then, see ya.